Hey everyone, how's it going? AZREN here. Hope you guys are doing well. This is another episode of What's New. For anyone who hasn't seen this before, basically this is my version of a vlog. Basically it's where I talk about what's going on in my world, what's new in my life currently. I used to do a lot of vlogging, usually it's relatively daily or at least 3-4 times a week, but the editing was just taking me way too long, and so I've sort of gone away from that for the time being. Now, a bunch of stuff is new in my world. Let's start with LangFest. I've been talking about LangFest quite a bit lately. It's a language festival in Montreal at the end of August. I was trying to get together 8 different people to go, because if I got 8 people, there's a really big discount on the ticket. Currently I've gotten about 4, or rather 3, and probably a 4th should come through tomorrow, so Thursday, June 15th should come through tomorrow. And that's pretty exciting for me, right? It already gives us a pretty big discount, and I was able to connect with one of the organizers who's given me a discount code, which is AZREN. I think I talked about that before, but I have a discount code, which is my first name, AZREN, and it gives me an additional 33% off. And so already got a really sick discount, even with the 3-4 people that I've already got on board to come with. Still trying to get more. I think I'll probably get to 5-6. That's kind of where my head is at. That's kind of LangFest stuff. Nothing crazy and new LangFest related apart from that. Also, let's talk about some content stuff. So Instagram, all the Snapchats, all that. So I've been spending a lot of time on Musical.ly. Not a lot of time, I've been spending more time on Musical.ly, let's say that. So Musical.ly is an application, it's been out for a little while now. Mostly it's pretty young demographic, it's pretty young kids that are on it. But I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. Number one, there's a lot of people on it, and they are very young. And so over the next couple of years, if they keep using it, and if Musical.ly does age up, and other people go to it, I think it's good that if I put in the work on it early, I'll be kind of like the first language dude or language person on the app. So I think putting in the work early feels right currently. And on top of that, even if it doesn't really pop, it's been really interesting for me to learn a lot of the different video dynamics on Musical.ly, because it is very different. It is a completely different world than Snapchat or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. It's very, 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 very different. It reminds me a lot of like Vine, if you guys remember that. It reminds me of very Vine-like, it's a very Vine-like platform with like a very musical element to it, and different. It's very different. It's very hard to explain, but it's interesting. Find me PolyglotAzren if you want to check out my Musical.ly. I'm playing with it now. I haven't figured it out by any means, but I'm learning, right? And last but not least on Musical.ly, even if it doesn't really pop, it has been allowing me to create some very interesting content for Instagram, and for a little bit for Snapchat too, to be honest, but mostly for Instagram. And it's, to be honest, in my opinion, I think some of the Musical.lys that I've been posting on Instagram, they're quite unique. You know, there's not a lot of other language people who are posting that kind of content, and so pretty exciting for me. Outside of Musical.ly, let's go away from the content stuff. A lot of new students, well, not a lot of new students, but picked up a few new students, about 2 new students since I made, or no, 2 new students? Yes, 2 new students since I made this video last, so in the past week, which is awesome. I'm really happy about that. And what's been good as well is I'm able to form some different groups. So currently I've got a group class with 3 people, 1 group class with 2 people, and then I've got a whole bunch of one-on-ones that I do. So for me, I'm really happy that the group stuff is moving forward, because that's kind of the direction I'm trying to move in for the future. I'm trying to get most people, or a lot of people, into groups. I think it provides a different learning environment for people, and I think people can actually learn a lot in a group scenario. And for me personally, it's really good because I can actually earn more if I'm doing group work versus one-on-one. My earning potential can actually go a heck of a lot higher. So it's been a pretty big focus for me. Pretty big focus for me lately is getting some people into groups. And what's been interesting, I didn't plan on saying this, but it occurred to me now. I've been finding an interesting cadence for any of the teachers out there. Maybe this is something to think about. I found a very interesting cadence with having people in a group and doing some one-on-one work with them. So you have a group lesson and you do a one-on-one lesson, doing both. I found an interesting cadence, and I feel like I can drive a lot home doing that way. It's kind of like if you're in school and you go to your classroom and you're learning a lot of things in class, but then you also have a private tutor. That private tutor can kind of help you clarify a couple things that maybe you missed in the class itself. It's kind of similar to that dynamic, and I've been enjoying it. So that's a big one for me. Also, this is completely new, but let's talk about my own personal language studies. So Gujarati, to be perfectly open with you guys, kind of dropped off a little bit. Yeah, it really has. I haven't really been doing much with it. I've sort of put it to the back burner, which, you know, it is what it is. I know there's a little while ago, actually, I think I made a video a while ago saying, like, this is it. I'm putting my foot down. I'm putting a focus on. And I did for a few months and made some progress. Very happy with the progress I made. And now Gujarati's back on the back burner, so I've put it back as a secondary priority. And to be honest, I'm kind of doubling down on Chinese and weirdly doubling down on French and Spanish, weirdly. I've been doing a lot of work on French and Spanish and really starting to push my vocabulary. So a couple ways I've been doing that. I've talked about it in a couple of videos actually, but there's a few different things I'm doing to do that. So reading a Spanish book currently. Even with my students, we're working on different kinds of projects with different students that are actually stretching me in French and Spanish as well, which is quite a new experience for me and I'm really enjoying it. And it's quite challenging too. And on the Chinese side, one thing I want to do, probably it's going to be in July, actually probably more like end of July, potentially in August, is I want to do a bit of a Chinese immersion camp in Calgary for myself. Basically what that's going to be is I'm thinking about it, I haven't fully decided, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend about $300, $400, and what I'll do is I will just book probably 3 to 4 hours of one-on-one lessons online with different Chinese teachers, and have it like a Monday through Sunday thing or a Monday through Friday thing. Probably Monday through Sunday would make most sense for me because I know how my brain learns. A Monday through Sunday for like 2-3 weeks where I do 3 to 4 hours of Chinese every day with the teacher, spend $300-$400 and just get that done. That'll really push my Chinese forward a heck of a lot. So something I'm considering, and I'm really just putting the plans together to see if that's something I really want to do. But so far I'm leaning more towards a yes. Also talking about camps, first 2 weeks of July, I'm running a summer camp, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Also feeling very nervous about it, just because I don't have all the full details yet, and I haven't been able to fully prepare. But it's organized by a lady I met about roughly a month and a half ago. She sends me a couple of different students. She's very well connected in the Chinese community in my city, and she's the one who's organized it, needed someone to lead it, and so I'm leading that for her. And we're chatting. I think, I'm gonna give her a shout probably tomorrow to try and figure out what are the exact details, because the camp is about 2 weeks away. So I need to get all the details so I can prepare and make sure I can do it properly. But that's gonna be a new experience. I'm really happy about that. Anything else? I think got a French movie that I'm watching tomorrow. Weirdly, such a small world, with the guy who runs this place where the movie is showing. His wife, I think it's his wife, I'm pretty sure it's his wife. His wife actually teaches at the University of Calgary, where I went. And I've never had a class with her, but I know who she is, so that was pretty funny. And I had a really interesting conversation with the man on the phone for about 15-20 minutes. And it's actually crazy how that happened. Actually, let's not get into the story. It's such a weird story that let's leave it out of the vlog. But yeah, it's kind of what's new in my world. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.